Previously, in the quiet, eerie corridors of the abandoned library, JuliA and Akio wandering as they saw a light blue glow on one of the bookshelves. It was then they saw it. The book. A strange, glowing relic sitting alone on a pedestal at the heart of the library. Its light pulsed faintly, like the heartbeat of something waiting to be discovered. Akio and JuliA exchanged uncertain glances, their curiosity warring with an instinct to run. The book was calling to them, daring them to come closer. Step by step, they approached, unaware of the chain of events about to unfold. Events that would change their lives forever. The dim library seemed to tighten its grip on the two children, JuliA and Akio, as if the walls themselves were conspiring to keep them inside. The air was thick with dust and mystery, and the faint glow from the strange book was the only source of light, casting flickering shadows across their anxious faces. Akio hesitated, his hand hovering over the cover, the glowing symbols reflecting in his wide eyes. JuliA stood beside him, silent, her pulse pounding in her ears. The book seemed to hum with anticipation, as if it knew it was about to be opened, as if it wanted to be opened. The silence was deafening, broken only by the faint creak of the floorboards beneath their feet. Akio looked at JuliA, a silent question in his gaze. She gave the smallest nod, her curiosity outweighing her fear. With trembling fingers, Akio placed his hand on the cover and pulled it open. The instant the cover parted, the room exploded with a burst of light so intense that they both staggered back. The pages, ancient and delicate, seemed to breathe, each one emanating a glow that pulsed like a heartbeat. Symbols they couldn't comprehend danced across the parchment, moving as if alive, shifting and rearranging themselves into patterns that made their heads spin. And then it happened. A sharp, metallic sound filled the room, like the clash of unseen gears grinding into motion. The book's glow wrapped itself around her, tendrils of light reaching out, curling around her like ribbons. She gasped, her voice lost in the roar of the swirling energy. Suddenly, the vortex seemed to collapse inward, pulling JuliA with it. The light consumed her entirely, her figure dissolving into the brilliance. Akio screamed her name, his voice drowned out by the deafening silence that followed. And then she was gone. The book slammed shut, its glow fading until it was nothing more than an ordinary, dusty tome. The room fell into an oppressive stillness, as if nothing had ever happened. Akio dropped to his knees, his hands trembling, the weight of what had just occurred crashing down on him. JuliA found herself in her bedroom, as if she had teleported herself there. Confused, shocked, worried, JuliA didn't know what to think. Wondering if Akio was okay, wondering if she should go look for him. "Is JuliA back yet?" JuliA's mother questioned. She heads to her room and opens the door. "Oh, JuliA, you're back. I didn't hear the door. Well, dinner's almost ready. I'll call you when it's done." Her mother smiled. JuliA didn't respond. Just a confused stare remained on her face. Her mother noticed JuliA's stare, wondering what could be so wrong. "What's wrong, honey?" her mother asked, patting JuliA on the shoulder. "Nothing." JuliA raced out her room, worried about Akio, about her life.